why is her English so bad? Why is she not looking at the child who's disturbing? Why is she talking about a topic that is not relevant? Oh my God, this teacher is caught red-handed. She is not very good. She is not a good teacher.
In terms of the relationship between parents and teachers, how do you think that they can actually come together and help this online teaching or help basically with children learning? How do you see this? The relationship between teachers and parents coming together.
Yeah, more on the side of parents, because that initial panic was there. Then parents, like when I do my online classes, I always know the parent is sitting behind the laptop. So the child is talking to me and then asking what, and then telling me something. So there again, the same logic of saying don't handhold your children. If the teacher is asking a question, if your child does not know the answer, let the child process it, think about it, and then maybe say, ma'am, I don't know, or tell a wrong answer, and then let the teacher correct him. That's perfectly fine. The parent is right now sitting there and saying, that is the answer, tell it to him. So that's one thing that's happening. So always immediate solution is only crippling your child. Do not give immediate solutions. Let them go through that process of, oh, I don't know. Sorry, I think I didn't focus when teacher told me that yesterday. Oh, now what do I do? Maybe I ask the teacher, or after the class I'll ask the parent again. Something that thought process has to happen in the child's head. So that's one thing. Second thing is, which is very important, is right now parents are literally inside the classroom looking at the classroom, because some child is answering for every question, some child is not at all answering, and some child is getting blamed for being disturbing the class. All of that is happening now. This bias is starting to happen between parents, saying, oh my God, my child is not that good, or my child is being disturbing in class all these days. Oh, he's been a bad student. So now that ego happening in their mind, and after the class gets over, they are with their child saying, why you don't even know this answer, or why are you always disturbing everybody? Ma'am told you 10 times. No, again you're disturbing. Like there was one webinar where I had I could not unmute everybody because I need interaction. I unmute everybody and ask them to talk. Every time I unmute, there was one mother standing near the child and saying, why are you sitting like that? Why are you standing like that? Why are you yawning? Everybody is looking at you. Don't yawn. Like she was shouting through the class. So I had to keep them all muted throughout the class and then finish. You don't have to do that, because they were out, like they were not with us for 8 hours. That's the school. The teachers were figuring out with their children. Let them figure out. So that also means now parents ask, like, how do I do the logging in, putting the password, clicking on the exact link where they have to go to. They will learn it. You only have to tell them, saying, take the mouse, go log in, I will come. Like 2-3 days you do that, 4th day the child will log in and sit. You don't have to.
Children are much more tech savvy compared to our generation. Exactly. Children know what's new on the phone. You give it to them, they know. Because I had a child yesterday, that is my brother's my husband's brother's kid. Okay. Mm-hmm. He knows everything. He's using my mother-in-law's phone, and he knows how to download. And he's saying, when I go back to my place, I will delete all the apps and then give the phone to you. So now children know how to.
Yeah. So in fact, exactly, my next point was that. So right now, children know to mute themselves and act as if they are attending the class and do something else also. So those things, maybe you will have to instill that sense of responsibility into your child. Not again catching them red-handed and saying, you were doing this, don't do this. But that sense of responsibility, saying, this is your school time. You have to make the best use of it. This is for you. That sense of responsibility, that is a big topic. I'll talk about it separately. But even more problematic is another situation where the parents are always looking at the teachers teaching and saying, is this how the teacher was teaching all these days? Why is her English so bad? Why is she not looking at the child who's disturbing? Why is she talking about a topic that is not relevant? All of those things. Now they are like, oh my God, this teacher is caught red-handed. She is not very good. She is not a good teacher. That all these days, those were the teachers. And these teachers are new to the platform. They don't know how this is working. They're figuring this out. We need to give them that time. Like, so that one is because I saw some WhatsApp forwards going saying teachers are being caught red-handed because they are not very qualified. The school has been running without qualified teachers. All of those things, like like with respect to English and all, no, I remember I had one physics sir who was very, very bad in English. And my school's rule was to teach only in English. So he tried his best to teaching in English. He couldn't, and we didn't understand. But we went to him one day and asked him for the clarification. He told us in Tamil, and he was brilliant in Tamil, and he taught us very, very clearly. So he had so much subject knowledge, and he delivered it. Like he could not deliver it because he was asked to teach only in English. So that way there are teachers, like all these entrance exam coaching centers have teachers who don't know the language at all, but they are brilliant in what they do. So just with language you can't judge teachers. Or teachers also have their own glitches, or this is a new platform for them. They're also figuring out how to do this. So give teachers some time and not be judgmental of the teachers as such. So these are the three things I think I wanted to tell the parents, saying be like, you don't have to be with your child always. Second, the child will figure out when they have a problem, or the sense of responsibility for the child, where they have to know, I am in the school, I have to study. Because even if it is a physical school, if they are not responsible, then they are not listening. You can't do anything about it. Third thing is this: do not be judgmental of the teachers. These teachers have been there for all these days. They have been doing all of these for your children, and they are still doing it. It's just that the platform has changed. You don't have to tell saying, oh, bad teacher, they've been running with bad teachers all these days, guys.